What is your personal definition of innovation, or what do you find innovative?
Okay, for me, innovation is very, very simple. I think people overcomplicate it. First off, innovation is not spelled APP. Yeah, it's not an app. Innovation is not about technology. Innovation is purely you do something different that's successful. Okay? It can be very, very small change you make, but it's different and successful, or it can be very big and disruptive. But innovation at its core is not technology, it's not an app, it doesn't have to be big, it doesn't have to be world, reaching, it just has to be different and successful.
So I know DBS has a lot in terms of digital transformation, but not every single company is able to go ahead in this kind of transformation journey because some of the leaders are still lagging in terms of leadership. So for those kind of IT leaders or IT teams, how should they encourage their board level to think about digitally transforming themselves or to think more innovatively?
And it's very difficult, because a lot of the disruption happening will affect all industries, every single industry. Yeah? And a good example is taxi drivers. So even a couple of years ago, if you would have said to a taxi driver, you're going to be digitally disrupted, they would have stopped laughing after about an hour. Yeah? They would have said, wait a minute, I've got no website, I drive a car, what are you talking about? And yet, the world's biggest taxi company has no cars, Uber. The world's biggest hotel chain has no rooms, Airbnb. And so disruption's happening, whatever, yeah? And so you need to educate your board on that. A number of ways to do that is you can take them through the different waves of disruption that are happening. First we saw it in kind of, DVDs and books, and then we've seen it in financial services, then, we've seen it in telco before, and, map your industry in when you're going to disrupt it. Look for early signs of disruption, bring in innovative thought leaders, and if your board doesn't still get it, find another job. Seriously, go to another company, yeah? Because your company will be one of the ones being disrupted and may not be around in the future.
Then how about employees? How should IT leaders encourage them to be more innovative? Because innovation isn't an easy thing and it can't be taught in classrooms.
It can be taught in classrooms. I think the important thing is really, again, you have to, like I said about innovation, is doing something different that is successful. That means it's inclusive. That means everyone can do innovation. So when people say to me, hey Neil, how big's your innovation group? I say it's 22,000 people. So the job of our innovation group is to get the rest of the bank to innovate. So we're all about being inclusive. There's a number of ways you can do that. If you want to touch everyone inside the organisation, use something like crowdsourcing. That's a product where you ask everyone in the company for ideas and people comment on them, they collaborate on them. That's a good way to start warming them up. Another way is to introduce them to ecosystems and bring startups, industry partnerships, university students, and get them engaging and inventing things. But the important thing is you need to bring in new processes. You need to bring in things like design thinking, experimentation, and lean startup. And these things will help people frame their thinking to be more innovative. And then you need to highlight and showcase that. And you need to change how you reward people. So their KPIs are set and they're doing something innovative. And you need to raise the profile when people do good innovation. But also when people fail, it's important to celebrate failure. Because if people aren't failing, they're not being ambitious enough and they're not trying to innovate successfully.
So it's good to have a variety of ideas and innovation involved around ideas, but how exactly do you decide on whether an idea should be adopted?
We don't. So the good thing is, actually I disagree, innovation is not about ideas. Innovation's, for me, it's about culture. Ideas are cheap, yeah? A lot of innovation is actually just getting stuff delivered. I think the important thing is the problem with what we call kind of old innovation, as a lot of people know, is you get a load of old, middle-aged fat guys like me, yeah? We'll sit in a room and one of us will go with our big egos, go, I know innovation. The next guy or lady will go, I know my customers. The next one will go, I know my products, I run products. The next one will go, I've looked at the data, I know my markets, I know my industry. We need to build this, yeah? In complete isolation in that room, and they've done, that's it, and then they tell the company, go build this. The only person who knew what innovation had been successful would have been that person walking past the window at that time. They're called customers. Yeah? Let them decide. So the important thing is to rapidly come up with ideas, creations, visualize them in a very cheap way, maybe on paper, and get them in front of customers, yeah? Get them to decide, and then get their feedback, and then change and pivot, get it back in front of the customers, try again, until the customer goes, wow, that is the exact thing that I need to get my job done today. Thank you. And those customers can be external customers, true customers, or internal customers, staff, or other customers like partners, etc.
So you mean a lot of prototyping, testing?
A lot of rapid prototyping, yeah. And take your ego out of it. You do not know best. Yeah? Only the customer knows. That is the final.
What is the one main thing that you'd like delegates to take away from it?
Well, in fairness, I'm talking about what's happening with, I built social enterprise on the weekend. So every weekend for the last 18 months, I've been flying to the Sumatra and jungle. I've worked with the village and the mosque out there. We've built an eco-resort to bring people in to experience the orangutans, to try and save the orangutans and improve the economy. So one thing I want to leave delegates with is when you smell the haze in Singapore, that's orangutans being barbecued. They're dying, the jungle's being burned. So that's what I'm talking about. But aside from that, on a more cheery note, I'll be talking about the innovation techniques I learned in the jungle and how I've applied them to DBS. The single most important thing really around innovation is, if I think of a single thing, just do something. Just do something, just try it. Fail. Go out and fail. Go out and I'm going to fail at something. Do it in a safe place, do it in a sandbox, do it where it's not going to hurt customers, do it in the dark when no one can see you. But unless you're failing, you're not being ambitious enough. Yeah? And in this world of disruption, where the big disruptors, with their billions and billions of dollars and billions of customers, in some cases, move very, very fast. If you keep going like this, you're not going to be around forever. So be ambitious, try something, fail, pick yourself up, try it again, and succeed.